Hi, so I wanted to mention sort of a case study. This is something that's going on. It's very interesting, and it involves parents and child owning property together, and the parents want to gift the property to son and son's wife. So the property house had been owned 50-50, 50 parents, 50 child. But over the preceding years, the child was taking all of the depreciation and income on their tax returns. Parents weren't doing any of that. So that was a mistake. And now there has to be an amended return going back to make sure and get that right. The other issue is the parents want to gift the home to child and child's spouse. So now the issues on the table are, is there going to be any gift tax? There are going to be estate planning issues. Do both parties have a living trust? How does that factor in? Also asset protection issues, because this asset being transferred from the parents to the child is separate property of their child, but now if this child commingles the asset with their spouse, it can become joint property now. And this is in California, and there's community property laws that deal with asset protection, and you want to really understand how that works. So this transaction of parents wanting to gift their half of the ownership of a house to the child has some important components to it. And the value proposition here in making sure this is done right is you've got to have a team that can address the tax issues, address the asset protection issues, address the estate planning issues, and they also want to 1031 exchange this property for additional property. So now there's 1031 scenarios, and when that transaction takes place, these issues about who claimed the depreciation and the income on the tax returns could come up. So it could get very messy. So it's got to be done right. These transactions can blow up in your face if they're not done. So what we're doing is working with this family to make sure all these pieces are buttoned up and that they're pulled together, so the taxing authorities don't have an opportunity to step in and blow this thing up and everybody gets hurt. So when you're involved in transactions like this, just think about all these parameters, do it right, and make sure your ducks are lined up. Thanks so much.